The former CEO of Wells Fargo, Richard Kovacevic, wants Americans to get back to work, even if it kills you. Now, in an interview with Bloomberg, that's Bloomberg magazine, uh, Kovacevic told the outlet about how he's really sad about the economy and the way things are going, and is willing to risk your life, not his own, but your life, in order to jumpstart it. In fact, here's what he said: "Is quote, we'll gradually bring those people back and see what happens. Some of them will get sick. Some of them may even die. I don't know. Do you want to suffer more economically or take some risk that you'll get some flu like symptoms and a flu like experience? Do you want to take an economic risk or a health risk? You get to choose." Well, look, if we don't have a way to pay our bills, if we don't have a rent freeze or a mortgage freeze, credit card freeze, or any of that stuff, then yeah, we're not going to have a choice. So what choice do we have? 3.3 million people just filed for unemployment. Hey, you know all those millions of people that have insurance through their work? They don't have that anymore. That's gone. So we don't have a choice. Thanks. But understand what he's saying, right? He's saying, look, look, well, first, I want you all to get back to work. But some of you may get sick and some of you may die, but that's the price I'm willing to pay is so that I can stay rich. Ghouls, all of them. And by the way, it is not a flu-like virus. It's not a flu-like symptom. It's a respiratory illness that is incredibly aggressive. And so understand, do you need ventilators for a flu? No, that's not the flu experience. Okay. This is a respiratory disease, which is why people need ventilators because, and I know I'm going to get a little graphic here, but from the accounts that I've read, it's like you're drowning. You can't breathe when you have this in the most severe cases. And so, and by the way, if you're unlucky enough to get it severely enough to need a ventilator, there's a good chance that you're not going to survive. This is what's happening right now. But this guy, this Wells Fargo CEO, right, is like, I don't care if you die. Go back to work. Let's see what happens. So it's sick. So now, understand that this talking point, by the way, has come straight from other Wall Street executives, right? And has been parroted by people on Fox News. And it's also been going through the right-wing misinformation sphere. You got people like Glenn Beck reporting from their bunker saying, oh, I'll be happy to die for the economy. No, you wouldn't. No, you're going to stay in your bunker and, other people are going to die out there. Whereas if you have a job like his or mine, right? I'm not in any risk. No, I'm in a studio. I'm in a room all by myself. Glenn Beck's in a bunker all by himself. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick can work from home, right? He can work remotely. He's not at all in danger. No, the people who are in danger, they're you. You're in danger. If you're going out, if you're stocking shelves right now, if you're a medical professional, you're in danger. Doctors and nurses, they're getting sick. They're dying from this. Those are the people in danger, right? And telling more people to go back to work actually puts those people in far more danger than they already are in. I mean, this guy is, he's a bad person. He is a bad person. It's all about, oh, no, my portfolio, my money, I got to protect my money. It's either your life or my money. I'm going to choose my money every single time. These people are sick. Now, here's the thing. I actually do care about the economy. I care about the long-term health of the economy, right? Unless we get a handle on this, there will be even more damage. We're going to have a depression, right? If we continue to get trapped in a cycle of spreading the illness, isolating for too little of a time, right? And then they come back out and then they start spreading it again. And then people get sick and then have to isolate. and we're going to continue doing this because it's going to come in waves, well, then we are setting up the economy to be hurt by this. And not only that, we're already making it. I mean, at this point, hospitals in New York are already up to capacity. Morgues are up to capacity with the dead. Okay? You're going to make this far worse. There will be millions of people that could die. And Richard Kovacevic does not care. He does not care. He says, better you than me losing a little bit of cash. And so that's the problem, right? And when you get to a mentality of stuff of really sacrificing human lives to make the magic line in the stock market go up, that becomes what? Idol worship, where you're literally worshiping the Wall Street bull. And more importantly, worshiping themselves and their own bank accounts. It is a sick, sick cult mentality. Nobody's lives are worth numbers on a balance sheet. And so this is what I'm afraid of, though. In America, we are so used to being valued less than money. We're so used to not being valued at all, regular people, right? And people are so used to being undervalued that I'm afraid that people are, when they're told to go back to work, they're going to say, well, I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing I can do. I guess I'll go back to work. I mean, bills have to get paid, right? That so-called bailout for regular people, that's $1,200 a person, which, by the way, based on your tax return from 2019 or 2018. So if you didn't file taxes, you don't get anything. Well, I mean, that's not going to be enough. And I'm scared that people will feel that they have no choice but to go back and then spread that sickness again, and then people will die. You know what we should do? Instead of going back to work, if they really want to force the issue of sending people back to work, then we shouldn't do it. General strike. Yeah, I'm calling for a general strike until this virus is over. Don't pay rent. Don't go back to work. Don't do your mortgages or anything, right? Everybody. Now, when one person does it, well, I mean, the system can crush one person. When hundreds of millions of people do it, when the whole country does it and says, no, we will not do this. Unacceptable. Try again. Then they cannot stop us. And that's the thing. Until we get the support we need from our elected leaders. And again, the bailout package bailed out corporations to the tune of $4.5 trillion, whereas we get a measly $1,200 check per person. That's not enough to pay the rent. It's not enough to pay the bills. And so if you're going to continue doing that and then ordering us to go back to work and literally throw away our lives for the markets, no, we shouldn't do it. No, instead of paying bills, buy food for your family, right? Buy medicine. Save your supplies. Ride it out. What's going to happen, right? If millions, if hundreds of millions, tens of millions of people decide we're not going to have enough, then, I mean, what? You're going to try to force us? You're going to try to force us? We resist. That's resistance. It's never been a better time to show the people in power that we, the people, are the power. We are the economy. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.